do a universe where Naruto has other siblings, even though I already did a what if Naruto had siblings, but that one was just a basic story. I want to make one so much different. Also, I'm in it. I'm part of the Naruto family, boy. Let's go. Somebody come get her. So, here are the siblings. Naruto Uzumaki, normal. Maruko Uzumaki, like Minako Uzumaki. It's a girl with like side ponytails, you know, like the two ponytails on the left and right of your head, and with red and yellow streaks. She's a spoiled little brat. Next, Minako. Oh wait, no. Taru. He is also very. Oh wait, no, it's not Taru. It's Taru. I remember the name of it. I was watching some video and I decided to keep that name for him. Let me go back to it. I'm a banana. Look at me move. Alright, well I guess it wasn't on my PlayStation. I guess it wasn't there. Let's go with Kunako. Kunako for like, you know, Ku and Minato. Mina, Kunato, Kinato, Finato, Ninato, Taru. His name is gonna be Taru. And he's also a kind of a bratty, who's not bratty, but he bullies Naruto. Then we get the final one, Christian, who's pure Uzumaki. Okay, he is the strongest, calmest, nicest. Everyone likes him. He's got nice blonde. He's got the Menma hair out here. He got like the sideburns on him with the Menma sideburns. And Thing are jealous of him because how much of a prodigy he is. And they try and bully him, but that don't work out. Also, all four of them have the Nine Tails. No, they all have a quarter of it. Oh yeah, Kushina and Minato are alive still. So yeah. Somebody come get her. They're all the same age. Yeah. So let's just get into it. One day at the Namika, I'm just gonna call this the Uzumaki house. One day at the Uzumaki house, it's really good. They decide to have a family game night. To do something new. The four of them have to try and use teamwork or just try and get the bells. He does a little bell test for them. They're all like 10. Minako and Taru are insanely, or her name is Naruko, because I can't think of another name. Naruto and Taru are insanely confident that they're gonna get it. Christian says, alright, I'll have fun. Naruto's like, no, I'm not gonna do this. Christian pats Naruto on the back saying, come on, you'll do it. He goes, yeah. Naruto gets his confidence pats, and then out of nowhere, Taru walks behind him and punches him in the face saying, loser, you're not gonna get it. Christian grabs his arm and says, one more word out of you, Taru, and I'll break your arm. He goes, and says, fine. Christian lets go and then kicks him in the stomach, saying, he says, Minato says, how about this? 2-on-2, Naruto and Christian versus Naruko and Taru. They say, Christian goes, talking to Christian is like, Taru's like, hell yeah, we're gonna destroy them. Christian whispers in Naruto's ear, Naruto, don't bother. It's okay. I'll get them for you. Since you are my best friend. They have some sort of a good relationship. Some sort of one. Not actually a good one. So when Minato says, start! Christian rushes in, going at speed of light. Out of nowhere, they don't even notice. Naruko is hit with a punch from Christian going, yeah. She goes, ah. Innocent flying up. He says, then he disappears and backflips and backflips, and when he and then backflip kicks her, sending her flying into the ground. She goes, "Ah!" Then Christian appears right in front of her, saying, and grabs her and says, and puts a lightning palm to her stomach, saying, "If you ever make fun of Naruto ever again, then releases the lightning and punches her in the gut, knocking her out. Then he throws her up in the air, kicking her. Minato says, "What did my son just do to my daughter?" He says, then Naruto is fighting Taru, but he's losing. Christian says, "Alright, Naruto," and appears right behind him, just kicking him slightly into Naruto's fist. Naruto bodies him with one hit. Christian says, "That's some insane power, Naruto." And they high-five, going... He says, "And the winner are Naruto and Christian." When Kushina walks out, she says, Minato, what do they do? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with Taru and Minako and Naruto? Minato says, "We had a tournament and the two of them got wrecked." He goes, "Oh, those two were kind of being brat." He says, "Those two are pretty overconfident. Someone's got to teach him." Naruto is really like... He's not a favorite, but he's like one of the favorited. Naruto, being the only girl besides Kushina, thinks she's a princess. She can be silly sometimes, but she can bully him sometimes. About 1 year later, when they're still in the academy, Naruto and Taru decide to stop bullying Naruto, because like it's not fun anymore. Christian just interferes and just destroys them, and sometimes they get yelled at by Minato and Kushina for bullying him. I decide to pull on a truce, literally. Like, they don't want to be mean, it's not no fake. Or is it? I'm kidding, it is. It is a full-on truce. Then the three finally reunite, and Minato is actually pretty happy. He says now they'll do the bell test if they have trust in each other. Oh yeah, I forgot elements. Naruto this time has lightning and wind. Naruto has water and lightning. Christian's got water, wind, and lightning, and Taru has wind and lightning. The three of them are kind of jealous of Christian since he got 3 elements. They only got 1 and 2. So basically, oh yeah, jutsu list. Naruto has wind style, Gale Palm, and lightning style, lightning ball. Christian's got lightning style, lightning stream, wind style, air bullet, wind style, wind Gale Palm, water style, severing wave, water style, great breach. Wait, no, water style, great breach doesn't exist. He's close to using water dragon jutsu, but he's not ready yet. He also does have the Uzumaki chakra chains, but he doesn't use them because he doesn't know how to control them. Because he needs to learn from Kushina. And one day they do a contest to see who looks more like the parents. And it's funny because they choose Naruto and Christian because they both look like their parents. Naruto looks like a mix. Naruto does look a lot like Minato, but he has the goofiness and eyes of Kushina. Christian's got the element and niceness of Minato. One day, when it's all their birthdays, they all get gifts. Naruto gets his trident vest, gets his normal vest that he has in the beginning of the series, and a nice cake. He gets an awesome party. Naruto gets dolls because she loves them and she's addicted to dress up. And Taru gets paper bombs because he wants to do pranks, so he wants paper bombs. Christian, on the other hand, asked for something good. When Christian saw Minato's pictures when he was young, Christian says that he wanted that vest if Minato could ever give it. Minato says, sure, and Minato gives him his old vest. Christian says, yeah! And Minato decides to give him this, and gives him a flying Raijin Kunai. Christian says, awesome! And Naruto's like, he got that? I don't care. I still got my dolls and my dress-up makeup kit. While Taru was already setting up paper bombs just to prank people, and Naruto's just wearing his drip. Naruto's just wearing his drip, and it's their 12th birthday. When Christian walked, now time for the graduation exam. Naruto would have much better chakra control and way stronger than in canon. Oh yeah, Christian and Taru are starting to learn the bits of the flying Raijin, but Christian's learning it faster, while Taru's focusing more on his chakra chains. Well, Naruto knows the Shadow Clone Jutsu as well. That's Naruto's own custom jutsu that he gets by Minato. Minato gave them all one jutsu. Naruto decided that he wanted the Shadow Clone. They all chose actually a type of clone. So, Naruko chose Water Clone, Naruto chose Shadow Clone, Taru chose Fire Clone, which means if he punches it, your hand turns on fire. Christian chose Lightning Clone. Minato asked him if he was sure, since that takes a lot of chakra. Christian says, yeah, that's my trident clone. He says, Minato with fake funny tears in his eyes goes, I am proud of you, Machayo. He goes, I am proud of you, Machayo. You are smart. He's like, I am proud of you, Machayo. And doesn't even care. Oh no! I was so close. They all know how to control a tiny bit of the Nine-Tails chakra as well. Moving on to the next one. Moving on to the graduation exam. Naruto would pass with ease. Naruko would have a crush on Sasuke, since like everyone loves Sasuke apparently. Yeah, Sasuke's the best. Everyone loves Sasuke. One day, Kushina wants to train her daughter on how to use the Nine-Tails in her scary state like she does. What she does, she finally knows how to counter anything. When people are being mean to her, she says, a royal beatdown. And finally, for all of them graduating up, they get a present. Naruto gets a nice, cool, custom Uzumaki kunai. Naruko, they all get their own custom things. Naruko gets her own custom shuriken that is really cool because she can always retract it and pull it back. Minako, well actually Taru, has his own custom flying Raijin sword. Christian, on the other hand, has his own mask. He gets his own mask. It's a fox mask. Like Menma's, but it's the yellow one. I mean, it's the orange one. And yeah. Christian decides that he's gonna go buy a sword and add the Flying Raijin seal on it. He goes and buys his own, but when he looks at the store and sees that they have no swords, he asks Minato if he can go for a couple of days. He says yes, because you don't get your sensei until a couple of weeks later. Christian jumps out of the leaf and goes and finds the best materials. He finds Catchintite, which is the strongest material in the Dragon Ball universe, and starts bashing it in to make it into like a forged sword. He builds a sword case, going, and puts it on his waist to the side of it. He goes, yes! He pulls it out like Sasuke does. He forges the sword and calls it the Kusanagi sword. And a day later, actually, he returns saying, "I'm back." They say, "How'd you make?" Minato asks him where his sword is. Christian grabs it, goes to his waist, and yeets it out, going, "Yeah!" He asked Minato if he could put the flying Raijin wrap on it. He wraps it in the flying Raijin coating thing, and then seals it, and puts a flying Raijin seal on it. He tells Christian to put his own so then he can teleport to it. Christian does, but it's not too strong. Moving on to teams. Team 7. Christian. Naruto Uzumaki.